So why am I here? Why are we talking about this? No, seriously, like, why are we talking about this? If the man didn't do anything to you, why are we talking about this?
That didn't make me feel uncomfortable about him. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But and I'm gonna say this again. I never said he essayed me.
Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is a whole new story that all of a sudden just blew up all over the internet. I was at work and I was extremely thrilled to come home and just go ahead and share this story with you guys. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video that I made about Corey, you should probably go ahead and see it, because this is not the first time that they have tried to cancel this guy. I don't know why, but for some reason, when somebody becomes extremely big, people just have vendetta against them and they just want to go ahead and shut them down as soon as they possibly can. And to be quite honest, it's a very, very sick world we're living in, because jealousy is at all-time high. Why? Because people just seems to just flash their lifestyle and everybody wants, you know, a lavish lifestyle. And so that comes with a lot of jealousy. And so Corey is that one person that obviously has a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers on YouTube. And with that, definitely there's going to be hatred. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and listen to our boy. I'm sure you guys know exactly who he is, but Jamari. All right. Sorry, my picture is there right now, but his name is Jamari. If you want to go ahead and look at the whole video for yourself. All right, there you go. And yeah, let's go ahead and get it.
Night, my entire timeline was jumping talking about a YouTuber named Cory Kenshin. Truthfully, I don't really know much about the guy, but he is factually one of the biggest creators on YouTube.
No
It
doubt.
appears to me that he mainly makes gaming playthrough style videos, and people really seem to universally love him. The last time I can remember him really making headlines was when he was saying YouTube is racist or showed favoritism or something like that. Well, last night Cory found himself on the end of some allegations from an ex-girlfriend, and now a lot of his fans are turning their back on him, saying that this all seems completely out of character, while others are obviously coming to his defense. So all of the information we have right now.
See, that's the problem as well. It's that people like to jump straight to conclusion without actually knowing the full story. And that is also one of the biggest problems that we have on social media.
Now does come from the ex-girlfriend, who goes by the name Panda Ninja XX Official, and she posted 3 slideshows on TikTok which she titles The Truth About Your Favorite YouTuber, adding, "I'm not doing a story time, I'm sharing what I lived. If it feels heavy, it's because it was." Also saying content warning, non-graphic, emotional plus mental abuse, manipulation, narcissistic behavior, love bombing, gaslighting, illness-related trauma, emotional abandonment, and status-fueled cruelty. I mean, just based on the sheer amount of buzzwords she used here, I thought, god damn, this dude must have done some really bad shit. She starts out by saying that the world doesn't know the real Cory, and that he was hiding her from the world during the duration of their relationship. She even questions his religious acumen here. You talk about devotion, but act like hurting people in private doesn't count. You fooled a lot of people, but not me. She goes on to say that Cory met her when she was at her lowest, and that he made her feel important. She also alludes multiple times to the idea that...
So yeah, I mean, the fact that you've admitted that, I mean, I don't know. It's just, if somebody has brought you up from your lowest, there's no need for you to go on social media and put the business out there, because you know millions of people are going to definitely react to it. And again, you guys have to keep in mind that this is his ex. Maybe the money is drying up and now all of a sudden, well, she's trying to become relevant again. And what's the best way to do that is by trying to expose one of the biggest YouTuber on social media. And so again, it's a crazy world we're living in, man. I ain't gonna lie to you guys.
He ghosted her, or that he emotionally abused her, and that when she needed him the most, he was nowhere to be found. You treated my body, my heart, my time like they were things that you could shelve and retrieve whenever it suited you. Like I only existed when you needed to feel wanted. And it seems like they had a complicated on and off relationship. She alludes to the idea that he apparently cheated on her in public. And then the next day, someone told me they saw you in California with another girl. He goes on to claim that this was his sister, and she also says that this is when he stopped talking to her altogether. And then she goes on to say that this ruined her nervous system somehow, and over she questions his position as a role model on YouTube, and really the entire image that he presents in his content to his audience, claiming that part 2 would be even heavier. And honestly, this first post I really saw as a nothing burger. Like, wow, man has a relationship with a woman of age. Yes, maybe he led her on, or he knew he had her wrapped around his finger, but nothing criminal or even immoral to me. Now in part 2 we see some actual messages exchanged between the two of them. Apparently they were communicating through Xbox quite a bit, which is insane to me, but I digress. Basically it seems like after some time Corey wanted to spin the block for a booty call, apparently making light of himself ghosting her in the past. You still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck up your life some more. What? That was a joke, jeez. I was just asking. Now she claims he did this spinning of the block because he knew he could still get her and that it would make...
Now, why would you post something like that knowing full well that it's a joke? And you, like, this is the true definition of just trauma dumping. Okay? You clearly had an issue with this man. And instead of keeping it behind doors and then solving the whole problem behind doors, you decide to just expose as much as you possibly can on social media. Why? Again, perhaps it's because the money's drying up and you were looking to some quick paycheck. And now, let's see how this plays out, because we know for a fact that, Corey is most likely going to respond to this. And if his story aligns with him being innocent, this might not work out in your favor, lady.
Can feel powerful. I mean, honestly, I think the dude just wanted to hit it again, seeing if it was a possibility. She claims, though, that he somehow threw the fact that she was apparently assaulted in the past.
I'm not saying she's pretty, but what I am saying is sometimes dudes get a little bit lonely and then they want to hit up their ex. And you also have to understand this, ladies. Men will hit it without being in love with you. I know it's hard to comprehend because you're women and women normally like to let men who they love or like hit it. But men, we don't really operate like that. We will hit it and we won't feel any sense of attachment with you. As soon as we get that post-nut clarity, it's done. You got to catch your Uber and go.
By someone else in her face in doing this. She says that he used her when he wanted sex, and he comes back and says that this wasn't the case and that he genuinely loved her, but that apparently during the time of their relationship his life was all over the place. And despite previously claiming that she did not care about his money or status in the first part, she makes the assumption here that his life is all roses because he has money and fame, which obviously we've seen countless examples that that's not always the case. A lot of times more money, more status, well, it brings in a lot more problems for someone, especially mentally. And also, for the record, in her trying to expose him in this way, tells me that she is being very vengeful and really trying to turn his fans on him. I mean, just look at the way she titled this slideshow series. She was also trying to do like TikTok trends around the topic, which I'll get to here in a second. Now, apparently at some point this woman was diagnosed with...
I'm not gonna lie to you, this is all yelling, I'm broke and I need money. So please follow me and watch my story. That's what I'm getting from this.
Cancer, which is obviously terrible. She says she was diagnosed all the way back during the pandemic, saying that she felt more alone than ever. And so she apparently reaches out to him, and she shares this single text from him, allegedly, where he says, "That was the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal ever." With absolutely no other context, we don't know what she said to him before that, how she said it, or how long it had been since they had even talked. Claiming that seeing that text was harder than the diagnosis itself. I mean, come on. I mean, she's basically acting like he says, "Well, that sucks, bitch, kick rocks," and then blocked her. Like, there is truly not enough context here to make a judgment about one single text message. But she claims that that message showed his true character, and she even brings his mother into this, saying that he should know better because she went through something similar with cancer, which I think is so out of bounds and fucked up for her to say. Now, she claims she survived the cancer, thankfully, and this is where we move on to part 3, where she basically says that Corey was using other women in this way, where he never truly committed to them but liked to keep them around. She goes on and on about speaking her truth and holding Corey accountable, really painting the picture that what she's doing here is some brave act. And then she also shares this video of the two walking down a hallway where she says, "POV, you didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He only wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you."
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep?
Hmm?
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish You know.
Brother Corey. Now, you may never see my video, brother. You may never see my video. But I want to go ahead and say something very, 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 very important. You guys remember Shannon Sharp? Yeah, look at that. When I say our memory is bad, this is a prime example. The whole Shannon Sharp situation has been, swept down the rug, and nobody even talks about it anymore. Shannon Sharp was talking to this OnlyFans chick, and he decided to use some vulgar language to try to, I guess you can say, spice up the relationship a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And the girl was evil enough to, edit out those voices, take it out of context, and then just put it on social media to make it seem like Shannon Sharp is somebody who was abusing her. That way she can get $50 million out of this man. Now, you kind of did the same thing here. Well, not you per se. She did. My guess is she's trying to use this as a way of saying, you are not a good man. And I just got to say, we have to be very careful out there, man. Because nowadays, these girls are getting very, very clever and very, very crafty. Sorry, I speak two languages, and so it's kind of hard for me to, But yeah, so just be careful out there, guys. Because there's some evil girls out there, and when you talk kinky to them, make sure you are recording it as well, if you can.
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Corey?
Don't worry about it.
Corey?
Good.
Corey, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this camera out of my face. I didn't do anything.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of Nami Vlog.
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this?
Now, don't get me
It probably wasn't even anything bad, but she's probably gonna go ahead and twist this whole thing up and make it seem like this guy, may God forbid, but he essayed her when she was. This is crazy. You're really trying to ruin this man's life for some clicks and like. Oh my God. What is wrong with people?
wrong, that was some weird shit he said about watching her in her sleep and doing something. But granted, these are two people whose relationship seemed very immature, toxic, and downright strange. Also, while editing this video, I found this clip where she was being interviewed on TikTok Live last night, and she talks about the things that Corey said in that clip, making it pretty clear that she knew it was a joke.
Obviously, you see me fucking laughing with him in the video. You can't be that dumb to think that.
But people are that dumb, though.
Well, unfortunately.
He's not wrong. People are literally that stupid. If you post video like that out of context and then just write something underneath it and make it very, very ambiguous, people would take it and run with it and just come up with the worst thing possible to try to cancel this man. He's not wrong. And the fact that it has made its way on TikTok and social media and all of these things, and that is something that people are using, just shows the power of social media and the power of people's voices.
Then you guys are just a bunch of dumbasses. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But if you guys read the point of view on there, I never said that that was the essay video.
That video in particular, she posted it because it was a nice moment, a nice one. Like, can y'all listen? That is what she just said. What's wrong with y'all?
I literally just said that.
She did also post this video trying to capitalize on a TikTok trend.
Bacon avocado. I dated Corey Kenshin. And he hurt me really bad. And I'm not the only one.
I mean, come on, guys. You cannot tell me that this isn't at least a little bit about clout or revenge. I mean, at the end of the day, it really just seems like Corey was playing the fields, having fun with a couple of different girls. Yes, maybe some of them thought that it was something more serious, but either way, the guy did not do anything illegal. He had a fully consensual relationship with this woman. This is something that she said during a TikTok live just last night.
Between me and Corey. Like,
Like,
the
y'all are,
the essay
God,
happened to me when I was younger.
a whole
And
different
we're not-
person.
and it has nothing to do with him. Like, and I said that many times in my letter. I never said it. You guys kind of assume because of his wording in the video that that he's saying something weird, like, but he was being playful and he was like saying like things like
Thank you. Thank you for saying
like,
that.
to laugh. Like, we were like, that's something we both laughed at. Like, that's something that
So why am I here? Why are we talking about this? No, seriously, like, why are we talking about this? If the man didn't do anything to you, why are we talking about this?
didn't make me feel uncomfortable about him. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But and I'm gonna say this again. I never said he SA'd me. I never said he SA'd me. I'm gonna say it one more time for
I know
everybody.
you never said that.
I know, like, you know, because you've been talking about it, you've been saying it over and over again. They're not listening because, like, some of these people, like, don't have a brain, obviously.
So yeah, it was kind of just one of those things where it was really none of our business. Nor do I really give a shit if someone I watch for entertainment leads people on in their personal life. I mean, as long as he wasn't doing anything illegal or immoral, like I said earlier, I guess I just kind of think, who cares? Like, even the messages that she showed, they were either out of context or they seemed to be blown way out of proportion, like when he was merely joking around, or saying something else that we truly have no idea what prompted that response. And the other thing is, like, how he chooses to present himself in his professional life, in his videos and his streams, is really his choice. Like, honestly, the way she set this entire thing up, you would think he was out here on some Diddy shit, or maybe like some Minecraft YouTuber activity, but it was really none of that. I don't know, it's just crazy to me, because when I saw this last night, the way the people were talking about it on Twitter, the way his fans were reacting, you would think this guy did, like, the absolutely worst thing in the world, when it really just seemed like maybe he played this girl with very loose evidence. I don't know, maybe I'm fucked up, maybe I'm seeing it wrong, maybe you guys will disagree with me in the comments, but nothing about what he did here screams like, oh, this guy needs to be canceled to me. But either way, I want to know what you guys think about this topic down below.
I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. To be honest with you, if you made it this far, I wasted my time and you wasted your time. Why are we talking about this? This man did absolutely nothing wrong. This girl was just chasing clout. That's it. That's all she was doing was chasing clout. And now here we are sitting down talking about this man as if he literally just got done doing the most horrendous crime imaginable to human being. Corey, you did nothing wrong, brother. She's just a clout chaser, and all she's trying to do is ruin your name. In the meantime, get some money out of you. Not you per se, but out of the internet. I know I'm overusing this little thing right here, but I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I like it. But I'm gonna go ahead and catch you guys up later because, you know, this is pretty fun, isn't it?